husband of 6 years is a Reddit troll and I'm pregnant.
To discourage people. And for those who don't know, Progress Pics is a place where you post progress pictures as you continuously lose weight or like work out. He sent direct In our 9-year relationship, we fought 3 times total. I never thought this is behavior that he would take part in. But this is something else. It made me wonder what else he did on the internet. So I looked at his browser history to also find him harassing teenagers on Tumblr. What? Telling them to kill themselves. Calling cute girls ugly, fat, and stupid. Dude, what? It horrified me to think that this was the man who could be raising our daughter with me in a few months. I understand that trolling can be fun. We've all laughed at Ken M
Once or twice, but this goes far beyond what I ever imagined. I don't know how to look at him. I've lost respect for the man that I looked up to and admired. Good men don't tear each other down.
People don't do that in general. I don't know what to do. I want to bring it up to him, but I don't know how to do it without him automatically getting defensive and spouting off the same lines you hear from people. Get a thicker skin, the world isn't kisses and rainbows, etc. Yeah, OP, I think your husband also comments in my videos a lot of the time. Then, 8 days later, OP posted an update. I confronted him about this issue, very tamely, over breakfast. I asked him flat out if he was harassing and bullying people online. He said yes and immediately withdrew. After telling him that I really needed to know why, he said he needed time to think about it. When he finally gave me his answer, I was disappointed. He said that he trolled and bullied people because it was an outlet for him to relieve stress. He said that he didn't view the people as real or what he was doing as anything other than a joke, and if it hurt feelings, then those people have bigger problems and it's not my fault. I told him that this wasn't
Acceptable behavior for an adult.
Well,
and that he needed
this
to
is
stop it and find another
different.
way to express his frustrations that didn't involve hurting strangers. He said that he'd think about it. Unfortunately, he's still doing it. I saw it happening a few more times, and after he left for work, I looked again to see more comments and posts. I was disappointed. This was not the man that I married, or so I thought, but I guess it is. I told him that we need to either go to counseling for this or start the separation process. I told him that I couldn't trust him to help raise a child if he speaks to strangers, children included, the way that he does online. I let him know that I thought that it was cowardly, pathetic, and that I lost a lot of respect for him. I know this would be abrasive and hurtful, and I don't like that I had to tell him that, but I just can't look at him the same way. We also haven't had intercourse, and we've barely touched. Unfortunately, he told me that he wouldn't be going to counseling because there's nothing wrong with what he's doing, and he deserves to have me time to release his emotions. And because I want to protect my child and myself, I've asked him to leave the house. He's staying with friends, but I don't think this will lead to reconciliation. Dude, what? The guy really chose trolling over his wife and unborn baby? What? Alright, hold on. There's an update. 6 months later, OP posted an update. So, I've given birth to my beautiful daughter. She's the light of my life, and she's one of the easiest babies I've ever been with. After 1 month of being apart, my husband contacted me and asked me if I'd be willing to enter into counseling regarding our situation. Of course, after being together for so long and us having a child, and my belief that marriage is not something to be taken lightly, I jumped at this. In counseling, it was revealed that he was doing a lot more than what I knew about. He was involved heavily in bullying people all over the internet. He said that this was his stress relief, and that if people can't take it, then it's their problem, not his. He admitted to being involved in taking pictures of fat women from Tumblr and posting them on Reddit. In general, she deserved. Unfortunately, he's still at it. After 3 weeks of being together and our lives seemingly going back to normal, I discovered from his friend that he was still harassing and bullying teenagers and fat women. I have reason to believe that he's one of the individuals who bullied Leela Alcorn as well as a few other trans teenagers. Hold on, I don't recognize this name. What's her story? Okay, Leela Alcorn ended her life over bullying. Jeez. Yo, this post is getting dark. This broke my heart and solidified my decision. I tried to have one more counseling session to really get through to him, but he defended his actions as, it's just the internet and it's not a big deal. In February, I filed for divorce. It broke my heart, and I wish there had been another way. But that's the end of the story. I can't be in a marriage with someone who's so cruel to children. I can't. My daughter and I are moving to a smaller house, closer to my family. She'll be raised around many, many people who love her already. Yo, you guys, what the hell? Honestly, what the hell? This guy chose bullying children over his wife and child? What? I can't even wrap my brain around this. How can something so disgusting be so valuable to you to the point that you would just nuke your family so you can keep driving teenagers to kill themselves? What? Man, I almost wonder if there's something wrong with his brain. Like he's, has some kind of condition, sociopath or psychopath or whatever the term is.